I just had it. Mm, what the fuck? I was literally just holding it to hold. Son of a bitch. There we go. Okay. I don't know, that's probably because it was just my arms for a minute, because I was looking for this, and I set it down, like, over there in a weird spot. Okay, I gotta keep stitching, so I'm gonna keep doing that. One day I will get to stop stitching. After I do that, I'm gonna do more stitching. Oh yeah, from this angle it kind of looks like a jacket. It's like folding in like this, but yeah, I have to sew the seams like this, and then I'm gonna have to like put water on this to make the leather softer, and then flip it inside out. These are the little, it's where the back strap's gonna attach, and there's a zipper up here. Yeah, right now it does look like a very small jacket. An unnecessarily fancy jacket for a baby or something. Yep. Yesterday, I stabbed with this thing, and today, I'm gonna stab with this. And I accidentally stabbed myself a few times with the various needles and whatnot. So I gotta be careful and try to wear a thimble. Which I'm not used to wearing, because I'm irresponsible sometimes. Yeah. Oh boy, here I go stabbing again. I am. Never let them know your next move. And by them, I mean the leather crafting project you're hopefully successfully working on. My hand already hurts. I have that second. Yeah. I am so glad I don't have siblings. Has she been putting on makeup loudly? That's a long time to be putting on makeup. I guess some people really get into that, huh? I never got that into makeup, but I know some people will spend like 2 to 3 hours just working on their look and then wash it all off at the end of the day. And they're not even going cosplaying. From what I've heard from people with siblings, I think there are more advantages than disadvantages. Yeah, I guess that would be one advantage. But I do have my cat for that. I can annoy my cat all the time. advantages. You have someone you can annoy 24/7. Disadvantage, they can annoy you 24/7. I am glad that I get to have a pet. It's like I am completely estranging myself from the family. I have a pet now. I don't need to talk to any of you fuckers. Try to add some water to this corner. Could probably use something more useful than a popsicle stick. This is just what I have available. Gonna try to sort of soften the leather up in this spot so that it doesn't completely freak out when I try to bend it around the corner. Soak through the fabric first. Bull riding would be definitely more dangerous, but I mean, come on, it's got to be at least as thrilling as gambling, because then you're gambling on your entire body. Gambling on the ability to stand up later and not break your legs or get run over by the bull. Yeah, if you don't die, people get to be like, wow, that was so cool, you're so hardcore and handsome, and everyone loves you. If you fail bull riding, you'll probably just get run over and die and not have to worry about it. They're like, well, that was embarrassing, but at least I'm dead now. Yeah, if the gambling gets that bad, then... Okay, I'm gonna have to cut that corner so that it bends. There we go. Probably should. I usually wear gloves for stuff that might hurt my hands, but also I have that old crafter problem of, like, gloves feel like they get in the way. I'm at least wearing thimbles now. That's something. I just kind of stitch these out of leather so I can put that like there so I'm not stabbing it into my finger. So I'll be fine, probably. The worst injuries I get from doing stuff like this are just like muscle strain. Nah, I haven't been in the military. I don't think, even if I wanted to join the military, I don't think they would let me join, because I have very bad health. That's actually the reason I have this stupid little watch, is because my primary doctor recommended getting one, because it, these smartwatch things. It has like a heart rate monitor and stuff like that, so I can check if my heart's getting funky, and a blood oxygen thing, and it's also kind of useful. It has a timer and a calculator and an alarm thing. Mostly I just got it for the heart rate thing though. And I wear it like on the inside of the wrist because with my shrimpy little arms, it's flatter down here. It's too round up here, so it's just not comfortable. Anyway. Yeah, the old sick people watch. Oh no. It can't quite read through his arm. God, why do I sound like I'm dying today? Totally sick. As kids used to say back in my day. Back in my day. Okay, let's do a bit more. Yeah, this used to mean like I don't know if it means something different now, but this used to mean like hang loose. It can also mean call me because it looks like an old-fashioned telephone with like, the speaker up here and the receiver here. Used to be like, yeah, cool. I don't know if it means something else these days, however. Sweet. Still the same old thing. Okay, I should start back the other way now. Whatever works for you. The thing is like, someone provide me with some fucking oxytocin. Maybe you can start up a fight club, like in the book, so that you can touch people, but have it be like, we're fighting, no homo, right? God, if I could get people to fight like on command, that would be great. I like watching like MMA fights and boxing and stuff, or just videos of people beating the fuck out of each other. That's good. I'm honestly glad for the older ladies who want that kind of attention. Because for a long time, it was people just like sexualizing teenagers, and I'm like, bro, those are kids. Even when I was a teen, I thought that was creepy, probably because I'm ace. Older ladies being treated like they're nothing, so I hope all of the, there we go. I hope all the older ladies out there looking for that kind of attention are happy about it. Good for them. They get to slut it up all they want. If you were like a teenager or something, it would be a little bit creepy on the old lady's part, because she should be like, nah, bro, that's a kid. But I can't remember if you said you were the one who was like an older teen or what, but I don't know. But also, good for you. Have a crush on whoever you're gonna have a crush on. I guess mature women. In my opinion, it's better than like younger guys having a crush on older women is less creepy than older guys having a crush on younger women. So, well, good for you. There. At your cooking experience, probably, hopefully, know what they want instead of being like some pick me or something. I don't know. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I hope that the whole like mommy phenomenon. Shut up me. Anyway, I hope the whole mommy phenomenon encourages more people to stop worrying about like aging so much. Especially like the young kids who are trying to get into anti-aging regimens, and it's like they don't even fucking need that kind of thing. No one needs it, but like still. I hope people are able to like embrace a mature look and not have to worry about that kind of thing. Okay. Okay, I think when I get to that part, or did I just leave this hanging off of this? These are my bad scissors. I hope so. I hope people stop freaking out about aging so much. Like having a single wrinkle or something. It's ridiculous to worry about. So I think I want to get down to that part. Trying to figure out how I want to do this because I was like, I'll do it when I get to it, and oh. Some people worry about it, like getting lines on their face and stuff like that. I think when I get down to that part, I want to fold it over. I don't know if I want to fold it over and attach that through the bottom, or if I just want to like sew this and then cut it here and then fold it over. Which I might do. I'm gonna like fold this over and overlap it like that, so that, wait. Yeah, overlap it like that, so that that is smooth on the outside. And then that covers the inside. Peel this back a little bit and like wrap that around there. Okay. Oh, dang, dude. Nice. They were trying to steal the fucking electric wires? Like, I know there's probably scrap metal in there, but what the fuck? It just seems like a really stupid and dangerous thing to try to steal. Nice, give him that old crazy stare. Jeez. I haven't heard of that being a problem where I live, but maybe that just depends on where the electric wires are. Over here we have swamp coolers, and it's common to use copper piping to hook up the water for the coolers in the summer. And depending on where you have the copper lines, if someone can see them, someone might try to steal your copper pipes, but if they freaking stole your electric wires and that fucked up your electricity, then goddamn. He was going hardcore, huh? He was aiming for the head. He wasn't like, nah, I'm gonna do like a leg shot. I'm just gonna knock him down. He was like, no, these fuckers are dead. It's a little insane. I think that's a bit much, but I don't know how to just relive. Now have the adrenaline rushing through him of like a mom pulling a bus off of her baby or something. Like, not my fucking electric wires, you fucks. Oh dang, there's just someone else's wires. Maybe he was worried they would come for your wires next. I kind of, in order to not make it too bulky, I think I just might be able to cut down the seam and then do it like that. Uh-huh. Oh, they better not show their faces around there anymore, huh? He's like, nah, man, I'm not finished. Open the door, I just want to talk. Okay, I think we'll do it like that. Okay, so placed it there, and then placed it there, and then I'll have to fold this down and get that on. Okay. Okay, stretch check. I have somebody to like set my hand down like this, and it was pointing up, and that was painful. Yeah, like that. I don't think I've laughed normally since I was like a child. I was depressed for a long time, and I think I may have forgotten how to laugh properly. Now I just kind of make weird hissing noises. Every time I'm sewing something, I'm gonna stab myself at least a few times. I was gonna say as many times as I stab the fabric, but now that would be hyperbole. That'd be a bit much. That's just why I think I don't laugh right. Like, I have other friends who are depressed, and they still do, like, a proper haha laugh. But I just, like, make wheezing noises. Mm. Like a hooker. What do hookers even laugh like? Trying to figure out how I want to get this. If I get that right now, then I'll still have to go back that way. Weird. Is it like a kind of laugh or something? Is that a spot? That's a spot. isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's get this tiny little bit. I'll have to sew this one down to at least over here, and then sew through there. Okay. So I'll make this one real short. I have some friends who startle me when they laugh because it sounds like they're screaming. They'll be like, ah, ah, ah. Like, why do you gotta scream? Alice? I don't know who that is. The only game I played with an Alice is Alice Madness Returns, which is a very fun game. So edgy. This. Yes. Use a little bit of this because I already have a cut. I would like to have 15 days of rest. That sounds nice. Actually, I think I would probably go insane. I'm one of those freaks who always has to be like working on something. I guess you can rest and work on something at the same time. You know, like playing a video game or something. Reading. That's fine. He really really does hate you for no reason. A weird person. I went a bit too far with that. Yeah, like you just had to go to the bathroom and he was freaking out about it. That's weird. Mm-hmm. Throwing out them yo mamas. Huh, wow. That's a new one. Haven't heard of someone being insensitive about their own dead bomb, kinda. Like. Was that little bastard using the fact that his mom died to insult your mom because he knew that you couldn't say anything back? Like, I hate to think that, but also. Yeah, it's like, unless you know someone who doesn't like their mom, that's. Most people either like their mom or they, like, really do not like their mom. So unless they really do not like their mom, it's pretty fucked up. Give a little bit extra for that section. Mm. Where did I drop my cord? Where the heck it go? Did I freaking drop that on the floor? I swear to fuck. There it is. I fell down. I think if someone starts going after your mom, then it's kind of fair game. So if you're like, I'm going to tell your mother about what you said. Oh wait, too soon. Guy picked a very strange reason to get mad at you, though. He's probably just having a hard time and lashing out, but I don't think people should do that. Like, even if you're having a really hard time, I don't think you should take it out on other people, you know? So, I do not think he should have been freaking out at you for no reason. Yeah, it sounds like he was getting way too worked up. Kid needs anger management. $20? Man, do you say that's in your school? Oh, I got confused. Wait, not your teacher. Okay, wait. The class leader. Did... Oh, okay. So he got held back a lot. That's gotta be so embarrassing. I can kind of see, like, geez. As the kind of person I would probably almost feel bad for if they weren't such a douchebag. Like, there are people that I'm like, I kind of get why they suck, but it doesn't stop the fact that they suck. If they're like, freaking out on people for no reason, causing trouble, it's like, you can make it better. Like, you don't have to be ridiculous about everything. You can, like, act better, and you can make your life better and not fail 11th grade 3 times. You have to work on that kind of stuff, you know? Are they just gonna, like, kick him out at some point? Probably trying to compensate for, like, having been stuck in high school for that long, because Jesus Christ. Y'all got, like, GEDs over there or whatever. That's like a thing you can get where if you don't finish high school, you can still get a sort of certificate of completion that at least is like, I am not currently in high school anymore, but I like took a test and now I'm out. Although if he failed fucking junior high that many times, then not junior high, junior year that many times. What the fuck? Stab myself a little bit. What? Uh, what? Jesus Christ. I don't think it's even that bad where I live. And my state is not really known for having a great rate of education. Like a great rate of like people uh graduating from like high school and college and stuff like that. It's not the worst, but generally if someone fails high school that badly, there's like, there's options for them. Not a cry. Yeah, you said that. I feel like maybe the school system is too hard. Probably, and they need to calm the fuck down. Yeah, that's probably part of it. I mean, our schools here where I live probably aren't like um the highest, standards of excellence in education. It's not like a lot of people here are gonna go into like really major fields anyway. I don't think everyone should have to. You just need something that keeps you content and keeps a roof over your head. You don't need that much. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I kind of think at that point, if people end up going to high school for that year, it's probably too hard. What? Why couldn't they just fucking leave? They probably had some kind of, like, disability or something, right? Like some kind of learning disability or problem. Like even here, if someone is having trouble with the material, they're offered some sort of like special course or something to be like, okay, you have problems learning and like test taking and stuff like that. Hmm. Did they just like going to high school? What's wrong with them? Like something's got to be wrong there. No one should have to go to high school for that long. That sounds like torture. Being around teenagers for like that long, my god. What the hell? That is so strange. Where I live, the only people in high school who are like over the age of, I don't know if anyone got held in mind until they were like 20. Usually they're offered a GED so they can get out of there. They just go work somewhere else, or they just drop out. But like the only people older than like 20 at the most are going to be the teachers and the staff members and stuff like that. I've never heard of that. That's insane to me. Do people like really, really need high school diplomas for for a lot of things? Mm, huh. So a really, really young teacher. Yeah, generally, if someone tried to spend that long in high school where I live, I don't know if they'd be allowed to. I'll be like, no, get your GED, or just consider yourself a dropout and move on. Go get like a entry level job somewhere and get out of here. Hmm. Yeah, I'm glad the schools are like free and stuff. We have a bunch of public schools where I live, and I've only ever gone to public schools. Private schools, the ones you got to pay for. Even then, like what? Like if they're 20 or something, why aren't they going to college? Unless your high school is also a college. I wish I got to go to night school when I went to high school. Although none of my friends would have been in there. I mean, maybe I would have had some night school friends, but I just function better at night. Right now in my time zone, it is 10 p.m. Start going back. Mm, not a cafe, but it's called school. Sweet. Hmm. I have to drench this thing in water when I want to turn it inside out finally. Mm-hmm. today I'm feeling tired because I slept in too long because I got a little bit of insomnia again last night, and then I forgot to turn my alarms back on because I had to change them for a day to wake up early. I forgot to turn them back to my usual 10 a.m. wake up time. So when my cat was slapping my face in the morning, I was like, Pistachio, what is it? It can't be more than 9 a.m. or 10 or something. My alarm hasn't even gone off. And it was 2. And I had 3 places to get to before 5. I managed to get to all the places, but still annoying. Huh? Make an auxiliary hole here. Come on. Knew this corner would be tough. Something about a note. A note naming the Caesar. Man, what is a needle nose but a really tiny swordfish? Definitely a stabfish. No, Caesar's air, okay.
What's it say? Who's the next Kaiser?
And the Legion ends with me.
Kaiser's dead. Long live Kaiser.
Oh. Kaiser is dead. Kaiser. Is he not gonna tell anyone and try to take over the Legion himself? He's a fucking idiot.
Together, we will reclaim the Holy Land that they call Vegas.
Yep, there he goes.
There, we'll build a palace worthy of our empire. Kaiser's palace. Now, to New Vegas!
Yeah, there was a Caesar's Palace there. That's probably what they were going for. Like, we will make a Caesar's Palace, and like, not knowing that there was already a place there. Quite get to there, so I gotta go over like that, and then, okay. A little worried about messing this part up. I think I just want to cross over. I was thinking of like wrapping this around this, but nah. Press these down. Measure that. Okay. Mark there. Mm. Yeah, isn't that from the game The Legion Dies with Caesar? Because, like, he was the Legion. Yeah, probably. But the Myers-Briggs is goddamn pseudoscience anyway. There's a weird angle to cut through it. Can't hardly see. Okay. So a little bit, that's fine. That edge is gonna be hidden. Make sure it's more straight. Okay. Put a little bit more Fabri-Tac on that to keep it down while stitching. Stick out there. I think so. Make sure. It's gonna be hard to go through all of those, so I might try to go through those first, just to make sure I even can. See if I can like pin that down. I'll use an extra little stab. Mm. Hmm. uh, okay. I mean, 3D tour of the office is kind of interesting, but it's 30 days seems like kind of a lot for that. Shouldn't they have just made that like, hey, here's a little thing we did? Maybe, you know, tie it into an episode. That's a little weird. Yeah, like what the fuck? They're dealing with Fallout fans here. Fallout fans are insane. I say that with affection. Okay, when I put those together, I'm gonna have to put some stitches like up the side, up that side, so gonna be on that side. I should put two. I was kind of thinking of just putting like one down the middle, so maybe I'll just do that. Okay. Sort of prep for that. I'm gonna like bend this with some clips. Yeah, the Fallout fandom is like a pretty like old long-term fandom, been around for a while. People who are like obsessed with the lore and the games and get really excited about this kind of stuff. You can't just be like, oh, we're gonna release a 30-day countdown to a special release of something and have people not think it's gonna be a game. Like, I absolutely wasn't expecting game. I was absolutely not expecting 3D walkthrough of a location. I was expecting game, and I'm not even that hardcore of a Fallout fan. I'm like a filthy casual for the series, and I'm kind of disappointed. Like, what do you mean it's not a game? Oh, that's interesting. The one's in Colorado. Okay. I'm gonna like let these clips clip for a minute. And stretches. Stretch check. Ow. They're dogs? What the fuck? Ow. Why would that break their spirit, though? If someone fucking set my dog on fire, I will not rest until I set them on fire. If someone set my dead dog on fire just to spite my dead dog's hypothetical spirit or whatever, I would still set them on fire. Maple Pepsi? I want to try Maple Pepsi. Also, wow, yeah, that is so Canadian. Was there a hockey player on the can? Do they have hockey players doing advertisements where the hockey players, they drink maple syrup while playing hockey and then they like start fighting each other? Like the liquid is golden or the can is golden? This method works pretty well for bending leather, so fuck. Damn it. Dropping everything. Okay. Okay. Yeah, they should make the tab gold to match, and also so you can have golden can tabs for whatever you need golden can tabs for. Okay, more stretches, more stretches. There's one I learned recently where you have to like put your arm out. Is that arm? Then wait. There's like a specific neck and shoulder stretch where you have to put your arm out for some reason. And then you have to like. I don't want to hurt myself by doing the wrong stretch. It's like you can fuck up your neck if you do the wrong neck stretch. So I should look that one up again at some point. Okay. Ow. Oh, okay. Hang dogs.
During one of Caesar's more recent campaigns, he pushed through Arizona north to Colorado, and when the Legion arrived in Denver, a local tribe known as the Hang Dogs resisted them, like most other tribes, and survived longer than most other tribes too. Eventually, however, they surrendered to Legate Lanius, and when he began burning their beloved dogs by the dozen, the tribe's elders were demoralized enough at the thought of their spirit animals burning that they submitted to Caesar's army. After they were integrated within the Legion's ranks, Caesar, seeing how useful the Hang Dogs' talents were in breeding and taming the hounds, had made the male members of the tribe special soldiers known as Hound Masters, specializing in training the Legion mongrels. Anthony was one such legionary born into the Hang Dogs. While the Hang Dogs have not been wiped from the history books, not all of the tribe's lineage died out. In his legionary position, Anthony's mongrels are his pride. He thinks very highly of their capabilities and considers them worthy of the utmost respect and challenges. His strong belief in the versatility of his hounds even extends to the old-world cyber dogs, an uncommon but present sight in Denver, including a robotic canine that once served as Caesar's loyal hound until it disappeared during a battle. By the event of New Vegas, he had grown especially fond of a mongrel named Lupa, who had given birth to many capable hounds. In contrast to his hounds, though, Anthony treats Legion slaves like dirt, even including a young child named Melody that they constantly keep locked behind a pen. In her case, he considers it a privilege that she's even allowed to wear clothing. When he found out she was keeping a stuffed bear, he confiscated the so-called contraband and gave it to his dogs as a chew toy, either out of spite or just plain cruelty.
Oh, fuck those guys. Okay, I want to make like a border to go around this on the inside, so it kind of just like hides that seam and protects that from fraying. So need to does that cut off at 1? I need to like remark that. That probably messed me up before. Or I somehow didn't notice that 1 is really long. Okay, so it's that very faint line there. Yeah, honestly, that's like one of the best justifications I've ever seen. The whole like, oh, they stole my wife and kids, like, and taken or whatever. They killed my wife or girlfriend is always like, okay. Okay, so you made that 2 inches, so we're gonna fold over ½ inch on either side. Alright. I might have to iron those. And the dog was from his dead wife. Wow, that makes it even worse. No, you don't fucking kill the dog. Okay. I don't want to measure out long strips of fabric here. And I could make it bias tape so it goes around the curves better, but if I cut this on the bias, I'll have to cut it diagonally, which will leave takes up a lot of fabric. Because I can't just go straight across like this. I gotta go across this whole thing. I don't know what else I might use this fabric for, so yeah, I think I'll just do I'll just do it flat. When I get to the edge and stuff, I'll just deal with that. I'll fold it over. Because I don't have any bias tape right now. I could like go get some, but I really don't want to. I want to try to like not get anything for this project or for any project for a while unless I absolutely need it. And I can technically make a tape to go around the side of it. But I don't want to measure in here because it's going to be long, so I'm going to do that in the garage later. And I guess I'll work on this. I kind of don't want to work on this seam, so I'm like, come on. Am I gonna have to like re-stab through there? There, yeah, so. What the hell? Okay, so it was already there. I had to find it. And a little stab through there. That one can go through. Come on. Come on. That one comes from somewhere else, and then. Okay. I folded that around the wrong part like a doofus. I was supposed to fold it around this part. I guess I can at least like just Fabri-Tac work on this. Let's see. A bit more on here. Put some on here. Just attack it. What the hell? This part. There we go. Come on. Man. Let's try to anchor that. Come on. Right back through. Just went through there. Okay, go. And woohoo. Getting stuff done. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? Down that way. The more I work on this, the more I'm like, this is going to be really hard to turn inside out. Thinking I will have to, I'm just going to have to soak it in water. I'm just going to have to like toss it, hold it in the bathtub under the faucet, just pour water over it. Maybe even just let it fill up a tiny bit and just kind of soak it in there to make the leather more pliable. And then I'll have to turn it inside out and find some way to really keep it in place. Make sure all the seams like stay folded out. Now I want to make sure it dries out well, so I can put it in the sun for a little bit. Okay, that's, come on. Where are you stuck? You're stuck there? It's so close. I go like right up from here, so I think I should just like tie this off because the threads here are getting really bulky. I'm also thinking about how I'm going to do my pistachio eat-a-bag, because I wanted to look like my cat's face sticking out of a box, and the box is going to have like the window in it. Because she loves to be in boxes, which is a very stereotypical cat. Grouchy, loves catnip, loves fish, loves to be in boxes. The thing I was thinking of doing, but I'm not sure, is putting some of these little studs in here. So they would be kind of like feet. So like if you set the bag down, it can like, you know, protect the bottom of the bag with little feet. I just need to get my pliers and need to place where the holes go, then stab 2 little holes, and then put like 4 of them, like doot 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 doot. I think that would work. I don't know if it would be best. It would probably be best to try to do this at this stage. I hadn't measured it well before. I might have been able to do it before putting the fabric on. Mm. Mm. Huh. Well, heck. Now you you don't know who's being mind controlled unless you see the small scar. And even then, they might have gotten it from something else. I'm sure there's just the cover story. Mm. Gray, the Enclave. I'm sure everything will go wrong. Nothing will go right. Bad times all around. My freaking like left like trapezius, the triangle that goes from the neck to the shoulder, I've been like really stressed out today. Heck. Well, seems like they got a lot to work with. I hope they managed to juggle it all. Just in case I need it. Weird seeing it back inside out. I really hope these things don't look too weird when I flip it, but that's kind of the easiest thing to do. I don't even know if it was the easiest thing to do. It seemed like the easiest thing to do. Anyway. I'll make sure I line these up okay. It's hard to do from this side. Okay, that's a bit higher up. So... okay, I think. Wait. Okay. Shouldn't there be a step right there? Should be. Match up with something. Did I not? Oh, I didn't get those. Should be one about here. I can't punch one through there because it'll cause problems. Here's a just in case one. Okay. Local mech enthusiasts dangerously excited about new project. New model kit. Okay, this side has some spots that are easier to match up, so I'm gonna start on this side. See, those two ones that are close together are the same as those two ones that are close together. Alright. There you are. Just gonna stitch as much as I can, and then I got like 30 more minutes. Okay. After this, I gotta go put some laundry away, and my shoulder hurts less. I was gonna try to clean the garage a little bit, because it's the only thing I can do when it's so late, because I don't want to wake my housemates up. That part. I'm gonna left Canon open. I was printing something out, and then I was looking through Canon Creative Park again, and like, if you want to see some stuff in Canon Creative Park, let me know. It's a bunch of cute free printable things that you can print out if you have a Canon printer. I got one recently. It's a Super Tank printer, and I got it purely because I'm pissed off at HP. I couldn't even use my old one anymore because the ink was so fucking expensive. Now I have a new printer, and it comes with some fun programming, and it's all like Japanese paper craft, and it's really fucking cool. I was like, wow, all of this ink in the Super Tank printer will last me a long time. Then I was like, ah, I see. They're gonna give me a bunch of cool free printables and make me run out of ink faster. And it's gonna work. It is absolutely going to work on me. Yeah, there's like really cool paper crafts. There's like little like miniature scenes and stuff like that. And there's these really cute little ones that are like a dollhouse, but it can fold into a shape like a book. And there's like really cool animal and art paper crafts. I don't have good paper to print some of them out, but I mean, if I could find some cheap at some point, I might be doing little side projects like that on stream at some point. I don't know. The few I printed out so far, because I'm trying to limit myself, I've just done like while hanging out with the housemates in the living room. Go. Okay, on top there. Uh, um, it can be kind of expensive these days, but you can get like sticker paper, and if you have access to a good enough printer, that can print, like if you have like a photo printer or something, or if you have access to a photo printer and you get some sticker paper, you can just get the stickers and then you could, like, cut out a border around them. There's also services that can just like make you some stickers. hmm And animation is really cute. They might, yeah. I know, like the Office Depot kind of places. I know you can like rent their printers or whatever. Like, have a certain amount per print, and you might be able to ask like, "Hey, can I print a photo thing?" Um, I know Walgreens and I think CVS still do like photo printing, but I don't know if they do sticker printing. I don't know if you could just like print out something on sticker paper or something like that. Literally just go there with some sticker paper and be like, "Hey, look, if I provide the paper and the image file, can you print these out on your printer for me?" Yeah, there might be something like that around town for you. You might be able to look up like sticker printing near me or something, sticker printing in the name of your city that you live in. That's sweet. Yeah, I wanted to, there was like a cute drawing of Maggie that I wanted to print out as a sticker a while ago, but I didn't get to because I was having sticker issues, like printer issues, and then by the time that I remembered and I was able to print it out, I didn't have any fucking paper for it. It's been really stupid with my printing situation. I kept forgetting. I just know she's like had her arms and legs sticking out, I think. I can barely remember it now. I have it saved somewhere in my files. I was like, can I print this out as a sticker? It just looks cute. Yeah, you can do whatever you want with those. That sounds very fun, thank you. I do like stickers. Yeah. Oops. Freaking shoulder. Come on. Alright. And then there's online print services that do stickers. There's been a couple times where I just wanted something printed on like a little notebook or a t-shirt or a sticker or something like that. So I just uploaded the file onto like either Redbubble or Society6. Why did I say that like that? Society6. Oh heck, I went too far down on that. Oh well. Either Redbubble or Society6. And then you can just like order a sticker that you designed and then like send it to yourself or to someone else. And then if you want, you could just like remove the design from the website after that. I have done that before. Depending on the size of sticker you may want to make, you can they have like different size options and stuff like that, and you can also make it like you put on like a clear background or a white background. I don't know if they have any options because it's been quite a while since I sold on Redbubble and Society 6, but I should really update my pages. Redbubble.com is one of them, and Society 6, like Society and then the number 6 is the other one. I think they have pretty comparable prices. Yeah, you get to see which one you prefer to use, but you can like upload designs there, and then you can put them on a variety of objects, and it's just like what's it called? A print on demand site. So like you have a design and then a customer or you can be the customer can put it on whatever amount of printable items you want, and you can order them and you can send them like to yourself at the pistachio. Hold on. You coming down? Hmm? There you go, BB. Yeah, I don't know why it took me a while to remember that. I was like, there's something I'm forgetting that's really easy to use that I used once in a similar way. It's freaking, yeah, Redbubble and Society 6. I think there's another one called Made by Humans or something like that. Another one of those print on demand sites. I haven't used that for a while. I used to make designs for like Redbubble and Society 6 all the time, and I really should again because I need money. Got freaking house stuff to pay for. I need materials to build the chicken coop. And I need money to help pay off my medical bill so I can get more medical appointments so I can build a chicken coop. How longer I got? About 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna stay up too late working on this, and well, I'm in my house, so I can't really make that joke, but I'm gonna stay up too late and pass out and wind up at Dr. Harvey's office, and he is going to charge me $1,000. I'll be like, ah, fuck. I'll need to go build another chicken coop so I can pay off my medical bills. I should be more active on those. I know I had my Society 6 account up. I just gotta like check on it to see if it's still going. I forgot about it for a little while. I think at one point I stopped using Redbubble because of their like lack of moderation. There's a bit of an art theft problem going on. Because people can just, upload anything onto there and try to sell it to people. In one case, I'm like, if someone honestly wanted to upload, like, I don't know, a popular property or something, and then immediately print something out and send it to themselves, whatever. But people are trying to sell that stuff, companies are going to get on them. And people should never do art theft and sell it on websites like that. But they try to. I'm sure people are using goddamn AI slop on there now. So I need to go see if Redbubble or Society 6 or Made by Humans, if that's still a print shop. I think Tomato Co. and TeePublic also do that now. But anyway, I need to see if any of them have anti-AI policies, because I will not rejoin a site that is allowing people to post AI generated images on their stuff and like sell it to people. A fight with a waiter? Wow, that's how heavy was the teacup? Jesus Christ. Did he hit just a very specific spot? Did he get him in the temple where you can bleed a lot? Although if you get a temple hit and you bleed a lot, that's just kind of how temple hits are. Doesn't necessarily mean you die, but like, what the fuck? How do you die from getting hit in the head with a teacup? Jesus. Maybe he got hit in the head with a teacup, and then I suppose he fell down and hit his head on something much harder than a teacup. Okay, I'm getting close to that. Got the little hook in place, which I'm glad I put that in place because I forgot about it until I saw it like just now. It's like, what is that? Oh, right. The teacup had lead in it for some reason, and he got lead poisoning and died when the shard of the teacup got lodged in his head. Oops. I'm just gonna like start leaving some of these loose and then just keep going. Posture general adjustment check. Wow, I forgot to tie a knot. Okay. Peeps. Like the popular Easter treat Peeps, the marshmallow birds. Maybe they are stale peeps. You ever had a stale peep? One that's gone like rock hard. A pointy. The sugar is like sandpaper. I put that through the wrong spot. I kind of figure like an Easter egg troll would yeah, they could throw peeps and also like rotten Easter eggs. They do poison damage, psychological damage. His hands make me rock hard. Hands make my dick rock hard. Got the delivery the guy did in that abridged episode. It's the only things I could think of is like stale peeps, the sharp little beaks and sandpaper sugar, and rotten Easter eggs. The Easter eggs that went unfound. The ghosts of the chicks inside the Easter eggs are so pissed off. Because they're like, yo. Well, actually, they were unfertilized, so I mean, like, the ghost of the liquid potentiality of chicken. I love that at some point in writing JoJo Part 4, Araki was like, what if someone was extremely turned on by this hands as painting because her hands are out? It's I don't know how he thought of Kira, but it was like, I'm sure that anyone like that would be a villain. He probably just based Kira on a cat. I think making a villain have the personality of a cat is pretty perfect, actually. Mm. Why didn't you think of Kira's rock? God. Like, so you're writing a serial killer who uses explosions and he has a hand fetish. It's like, yeah, he's really hot for the Mona Lisa. Publishers at Shueisha just like glancing at Araki and glancing at the long-term success of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure as a series. I dropped some dried cranberries on the floor and now they're covered in cat hair. I gotta throw these away. Hold on. Oh, the ghost chicks. Ah. Generally, eggs aren't really like fertilized, but one of the eggs was fertilized and it got left out, or mistakenly turned into an Easter egg. It's a tiny bird skeleton ghost. Casting curses upon the people who painted its egg and turned it into its coffin. This sounds like a really stupid like B movie or like pulp comic or something. Copy. Whoa, hey! That voice actor did a great job with the whoa, hey! Don't get too distracted there, Marcel.
Would draining its blood help? Maybe.
No, that's not it. I'm just not all that hungry at the moment.
Hey, Senshi. My name is Chilchuk. I was born in a small village found in a basin to the northeast. Since about 10 years ago, I've been doing odd jobs in various dungeons. Picklocking, translation, even being the middleman. Also, I have a wife and kids, but for reasons I haven't seen them in a while.
I love the running thing in Junjin Menshi where, like, no one knows how old anyone is. Like, everyone thinks Chilchuk is, like, a kid because he's a halfling and he looks like a kid. But he's, like, a fucking middle-aged man. Hey, it's been 2 hours. Yay, my freaking shoulder hurts. I'm gonna finish this, like, I'm gonna finish this last little bit. Just so it's not, like, just so the thread's not hanging out. Wish I'd noticed that before I started stitching the second one, but whatever. I love Dungeon Meshi. I need to watch the anime completely, because I have not seen the full anime. I've watched the entire, and read the manga. It is very good, and I like it a lot. It's fantastic. Wait, what? Did I miss one? Looks like I might have missed something. Gonna like wrap that around there and just do that. Okay. Oh, dang, yeah, it's still being animated, huh? I think it's Laios, right? Because for a long time, Senji thought Chilchuk was like a little kid. Whereas I think Laios and Chilchuk worked together before. The fucking Necromancer bunny. Yeah, I didn't realize they were still animating it, but no, that makes sense. They're doing a really good job with the animation, so it definitely should not rush it or anything. I like how Laios predicted that it could happen and was like, he gave his neck protection armor to Marcial. Because, like, he knew it might happen, but of course, being Laios and being a dense motherfucker, he didn't seem to understand how, like, traumatizing it would be for her. Just crying while she Makes everyone do a little dance. The dark comedy in Dungeon Meshi is fucking mwah, chef's kiss. Top shelf grade A stuff. Yeah. Okay, I think this one's about. Come on. This one's about done. If I can find the. There we go. Yeah. I think that was in like an interview with Kyoko Rui at some point. So I'm pretty sure it was. Fucking. There's like a lot of little references in the series to various fantasy games and movies and shows. I don't know all of them, but the rabbit one was definitely the one that I was like, oh my god. This is the fucking what was it called? It had a special name. The Beast of something. Yeah, the killer rabbit of Carabanog. Oh yeah, there's definitely some D&D monsters in there. Definitely gotta give all my limbs a break, but next time I gotta work on this seam and then just sew the rest of this shut. And something I'll probably, I don't know if I'll do it in here later, but oh yeah, I have to go into the garage or something with a big floor space and cut out some 2-inch strips of fabric and then iron them so I can make like flat tape for the edges. And I need to figure out how I'm gonna put this on. Because usually the way you put buckles on is you put them through here. You punch a hole through that part and then put them like that. The Vorpal bunny. I was like, I don't know if I can put this here. I can't remember what I took this off of, so I don't know what this little bit is for. It might just be to guide the other strap through. I do know that if I... It's like really stiff now. If I put this like this, it's pretty smooth, but also it gets like stopped there because of the material. If I put it through there, and that might give it a bit more movement, and I could pull up like that. Yeah, I think that's probably just to like help guide the other one through. Okay, so I think I need to punch a hole in there and then like cut it down a bit like that. Yeah, like on that side, and then this side is gonna go through the hook. And then I'll have to punch some holes on the end of this one, attach this to the hook. Okay. Setting all my pieces together. Put this over here so I don't lose it. My freaking shoulder. Let's see what this last one is.
Behold the cave of Carbano.
Right. Keep me covered. What with? Just keep me covered.
Too late. What? There he is.
Where?
There.
What, behind the rabbit?
It is the rabbit.
You silly sod!
What? You got us all worked up. Well, that's no ordinary rabbit. That's the most foul, cruel, and bad-tempered rodent you ever set eyes on.
What's he do? Nibble your bum?
He's got huge.
Technically it's a
sharp-
lagomorph.
He can leap about. Look at the bones.
Go on, boss. Chop its head off.
Right, silly little bleeder. One rabbit suit coming right up.
Look. Jesus Christ! I warned you.
Senshi. Imperfectly cut. That was a really good one. Alright, good stuff, thank you. Send that. To where people understand that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna share that. Today's snack plate is just some apples and dried cranberries that were on sale at the store. They have apple fritter seasoning on them, which means they have apple powder and like cinnamon and sugar. They're very nice. I really like dried cranberries, and they just yeah. Yogurt and a poppy seed almond muffin is like so classy. I love that. And maple tofu. I have some caramel milk, which is milk that I stirred some caramel into. Yeah, I gotta watch out for them poppies. They're gonna think, my god, this Canadian teenager is doing, where's heroin? Just like, there's not for children to see. You just turn back and she has like a row of cigarettes coming out of her mouth. Just like sticks one in her belly button. A drug addict or a college student. Or a drug addicted college student. Okay. This freaking shoulder, dude. Like, it's not debilitatingly painful, but it's just like the muscle keeps tensing up, and I keep stretching it, and I can feel it stretch. And then it tenses up again, like a few minutes later. Yeah, she would 100 million% talk like, Dr. Girlfriend. Everyone suspects I'm on drugs, which I mean, like, I'm on prescription medications, but, like, everyone thinks I do weed or smoke or something, or that I'm, like, mildly alcoholic, but, like, I don't, so, that just kind of comes with being a mildly chill dude all the time. Okay, I got to, I am. I'm gonna hang out and probably like watch a video or something and eat my apples. And then I'll probably try to go do that stuff I said I had to do. Unless I get too sleepy and cold, then maybe I will just go to bed. Cause oh, I gotta go get my blanket out of the dryer. I have my big fluffy quilt in there, and I wanna go get that because I changed my sheets today. So my sheets and pillowcases are all nice and fresh. And I'm gonna go my nice, fresh, clean, fluffy blanket and cozy the fuck up under that sucker. It's gonna be nice. So goddamn cozy. Okay, that's the plan. Yeah, the one time I tried a weed was I was trying a little bit of an edible because I don't like smoke and I don't like the smell of the smoke. It's just gross. I didn't want to inhale anything, so I just tried like a little bit of an edible, and I got heart palpitations and like an intense feeling of dread, and I was extremely disoriented. So I was like feeling horrible, looking up online like my symptoms plus marijuana, and it was like, oh, some people have an adverse reaction, and I was like, oh, okay. So weed just does the opposite to me of what it's supposed to do. I guess because I already seem like I'm high all the time, the weed is like, nah, you're not allowed to get more chill. You can only get less chill. That's actually like real quick about the breathing thing. There's like a breathing exercise you can do. Yeah, I took some because my back really hurt and I had a migraine and I was feeling horrible. And there was some weed that my dad was using that I could steal a little bit of his edibles. And yeah, it just made me feel fucking horrible. Anyway, about breathing, there's like a breathing thing you can do where if you breathe in real deep, like I think it's like 4-8-7, something like that. You breathe in and then hold your breath for a set amount of time and then slowly let it out with a bit of pressure behind it. I think it's like 4 seconds of breathing in real deep while pushing out your stomach so you're like, breathing properly and getting more air in. And then hold it for like 8 seconds or so. So 4, 8, and then breathe out for at least 7 seconds. And you breathe out with it. It's not like you just go, you breathe out with a bit of pressure. So it's like, and it's like it like drops your heart rate and blood pressure, and it can make you kind of dizzy if you do it too good. But yeah, it's like a special breathing technique that helps if you're like stressed out. Yeah, that helps too. I don't know, if you're ever really stressed out, you want to see if a breathing technique helps, then focusing on your breath, and that could help. I'm glad it helps you sleep good. Okay. I'm gonna do so many stretches, and I'm gonna go get that comfy blanket. Hell yeah, looking forward to that. Ugh. And I will get the good sleepy times. I will, damn it. Oh, good night.